Solo matches are both really fun and really difficult for your average and below average players. Even your favorite pro players and streamers struggle with winning solos from time to time. Whether or not you're trying to get your first ever solo win or you're just trying to figure out how to win solos consistently, this video will help you guys out. I'm going to be talking about things I do in my solo matches that award me with high placements, more wins, and high kill games. The gameplay in the background is an 18 kill solo win that I got. I hope you guys enjoy that. By the end of the video, my goal will be to set you guys on the right track to winning solo matches consistently, and for those of you who haven't gotten your first win yet, this should help you guys get a victory royale. This isn't for a specific skill set of players, so even if you're really experienced at Fortnite, you could learn something from this video too. Before we get started, comment down below and tell me how many wins you guys have so far this season, or if you want bragging rights, let's see who's got the most amount of wins in their career down in the comment section below. Anyway guys, let's get straight into the video. Starting off the video today, my first tip for you guys is slow yourself down. Fights in solo matches will feel faster than fights in duos, trios, and squads, and because of this, oftentimes players try and go as fast as they possibly can to kill their enemies. You'll actually see though in this gameplay, I'm pretty patient throughout the entirety of my fights. Even when I'm not fighting anyone directly, I try to be as patient and aware as possible. If I can slow the game down in my head a little bit and be patient during my fights, I'll have more success. And for those of you who struggle with accuracy and making better game decisions, this tip will help these areas out as well. If you're patient and give yourself time to line up good shots, as well as being able to see where the best spots to be at fights are, you'll have a much better chance at getting more solo wins. Solos are kind of like consistent 1v1s because instead of fighting 2 or more players on a team, you're going up against individual players at the same time. Individual skill has no match against team skill. In a team setting, players might play a little better than others, and you can definitely see if this is the case in solo matches since they won't be being carried. My second tip for you guys today is practice base fighting. Base fighting is essentially firing from cover, whether it be a simple 1x1 base that goes up 3 blocks high or a turtle to protect yourself in. During really intense fights, with the addition of the third party, you're going to want to stay covered, be elusive, and be patient. A lot of players in public matches I find aren't very good at this and are a little too excited when they see a lot of players around them firing bullets at them, as well as other players. Base fighting is essentially important if you don't have any heals on you at all. There is no siphon in public matches, so getting health and materials per kill is obviously not going to happen. If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, it's vital that you guys make sure that you're covered at all times before you try and shoot at another player. I wouldn't recommend WKing anyone or playing really aggressive if you don't have any heals, simply because you won't be able to recover quick enough if there's a third party fight that's bearing down on you. It's also important that you guys know the layout of the map, especially where natural campfires are. If you guys don't have heals and you do get shot for a lot of health, you're going to want to have to find a place to fall back on to recover so you can keep your game going. My third tip for you guys today is probably one of the most important ones I've mentioned in this video, and that's to stop hesitating. I would be willing to bet money that a lot of you guys probably hesitate to do things in solo matches because you're nervous about the outcome. You might hesitate making a push for high ground due to the risk of being shot in the back, or maybe the storm zone shifting the opposite way of where you're positioned, amongst many other worries that your typical solo player may have. But you guys have to take risks in solo matches in order to win more games and get more kills. If progress is what you seek and success is your ultimate goal, start with taking more risks. There's a difference though between a bad play and taking a risk. An example of a risk would be leaving your turtle to pick up some leftover materials and loot left by an eliminated player. The risk here would be getting shot at and maybe even losing some health in the process, but the reward would be prolonging your game and giving yourself an advantage over your enemies. An example of a bad play would be trying to fight someone who you know is better than you while you don't have any health or materials at all. That's game sense 101. Keep yourself protected and keep yourself alive, and you'll get more solo wins. These are 3 tips designed to keep you guys consistently winning games in Fortnite, and these tips will work for everyone since there's 3 things that I do every single time I play Fortnite that work for me. Personally, I like solos the most just because it challenges my personal skill level rather than my team's skill level, but they definitely took some time to getting used to. Solo matches are definitely hard, guys, but if you keep practicing them, you'll have more success. Now, if you guys did learn something from today's video, do drop a comment down below and leave a like so that I know I helped you out. Use my code YCVerbis in the item shop the next time you buy any cosmetics in Fortnite, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out.